up, everybody, and welcome back to the South Carolina Revamped Gamecocks Dynasty. We are sitting at number 16th ranked in the country as we enter our final regular season matchup of the year against the in-state rival Clemson Tigers. Last year we beat them pretty handily, and we're looking to get our first run against this team in a long time. It has been since, 2013 since this team had won a game against Clemson up until last year, and now we have a chance this year to make it a 2-win streak against the Tigers. The Tigers have struggled this year. They have walked barely, maybe even crawled their way into 4 wins this season, but they are looking for a 5th win, and they are looking to spoil the end of our season, and possibly if they win today, we fall out of the top 25 rankings once again. But today we are at Clemson Memorial Stadium, as you can see how it's rocked there, and the Tigers will get the ball first with an opportunity to start strong as DJ Uiagalelei is going to hand it to Will Shipley up the middle. He's going to scamper for 6 yards. DJ has been a very steady quarterback for this Tigers team, but he has not been a difference maker. 3rd and 4 for the Tigers to start the day. Will Shipley's got a lot of room up the right side as he bounces off of a few tacklers, would-be tacklers. He's going to have 8 yards and then some. Now DJ, he's got Hubbard in the backfield. Shipley's going to actually come back around on the jet sweep. It's going to be a read option for DJ. He is stuffed and he's pushed back. Keep pushing him, and it's a 5-yard loss for the Tigers. DJ's first rush of the day. It's going to go for a -5. Now 3rd and 12. DJ wants to throw. He's got a nice man on the route, Adam Randall, and he's got a first down. Make it 19 yards on the catch and run as he did an excellent out route. And the Tigers are moving on their first drive. 2nd and 3, play action. DJ wants to go to Briningstool, and Jake Briningstool's got 17 yards and a beautiful toe tap catch on the sidelines as he lays out for that one. And the big tight end makes an impressive effort to get that one in bounds, and the Tigers early in this game get a 1st and goal opportunity. The more you touch the red zone, the better your chances will be. Kobe Pace, he's got 3 yards on the ground. He has been effective as a backup for the Tigers. Now 3rd and goal as DJ is going to take the snap. He wants the screen to Shipley. Shipley does have some space, but he is quickly closed up on, and that would be a 3-yard carry. And the Tigers are going to settle for a field goal here on 4th and goal. A good start for the Tigers, but the Gamecocks defense did step up at the last second as Cade Klubnik holds that one perfectly. And the Tigers go up 3-0 to start the day, and we get to see Spencer Rattler again. So on a 2nd and 3, he's going to just dump it to the flats. Jaheim Bell was open, but he kind of went to the ball in a weird path and kind of caused that one to be a smaller gain than it could have been. Now on a 1st and 10, Rattler is going to step up and fire to Sampson on the post route. A nice little bit of a go out and come back in route, a wide slant if you want to call it that. On 1st and 10, Marshawn Lloyd starting his day strong. He's got 13 yards on his 2nd carry of the day. Now Rattler on a 1st and 10 is going to take the snap out of the shotgun. He wants to fire to Juice Wells, who's on the outside. And Juice Wells has got a nice 14-yard catch and a little bit of a run. He got a couple more yards. 2nd and 3 now. Rattler cooking on this drive. He wants the end zone, and that one was almost intercepted. He wanted a touchdown on that one, but instead we face a 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun again. Rattler's going to throw a quick slant to Rucker, who makes a nice catch in traffic, and he is hit hard after 13 yards. But the Gamecocks making some noise on offense. 1st and goal now. Rattler goes to Lloyd on the counter, cuts it back inside, and he almost had his eyes on the end zone. But instead, we find ourselves on a 3rd and goal. They converted their only 3rd down earlier today. Now 3rd and goal. Rattler to the slant, and that's Juice Wells. Touchdown. 4 yards out. A 4-yard touchdown reception for Mr. Juice Wells. And we are on the board. 7-3 is your score as we enter the final minute of this first quarter. DJ wants to take the snap. Fire a pass to Bo Collins, I believe. And that's going to be a 14-yard catch there on the 1st down. Now 3rd and 3 as we basically the last play of this quarter. It's going to be a wildcat play to Kobe Pace, and he's got space on the left side. He's going to make a nice man miss, and he's got 10 yards there for the Gamecocks defense, struggling in that first quarter to stop the run. But the Tigers still have to get something going here on a 2nd and 7. Will Shipley's going to cut it back to the right side. He's got some space down the field. Anthony Rose misses it, and it's another missed tackle, and he's into the end zone. Will Shipley weaving in and out of traffic. Multiple missed tackles at the 2nd level. Maybe even the 3rd level right there. Anthony Rose takes a bad angle, and Nick Imanowori, he was just too far behind him to catch up, and that is a beautifully run touchdown by the Tigers, but Marshawn Lloyd picks up right where he left off with a 14-yard run. Now 2nd and 5. Rattler, he's going to keep it with Lloyd on the inside zone, and he's got a first down. Nope, they're going to mark him just 1 yard short, and they are 2 of 2 on third downs. Can they extend that to 3 of 3? 3rd and 1. Lloyd can't get there. He's not even close. He's about a whole yard, maybe more backwards, and that is going to be a 4th and 2 upcoming for the Gamecocks as Marshawn Lloyd, he had some space, but he just couldn't quite get past the man. And the Tigers up by 3 have a chance to extend their lead with Will Shipley making some people miss, but he's going to shove a guy down, and then he's going to get shoved down himself. 3rd and 9 now for the Tigers. They are trying to stop from stalling out. DJ wants to throw under pressure into coverage, and that one should have been intercepted. Marcellus Dial used his speed to catch up to that one, and he was underneath it. But the Gamecocks defender could not get the interception on a 2nd and 4. Marshawn Lloyd makes a man miss and gets the first down on the counter. That'd be a 4-yard run. And 1st and 10 now for the Gamecocks. Rattler wants to throw. He's going to roll out of the pocket. Fires on the slant. Corey Rucker's got some space. He's going to get a nice block by Juice Wells. Down the sideline to the 20, to the 5, and into the end zone. 63 yards, Corey Rucker. What I thought was just going to be a routine first down catch turns into a 60-yard touchdown for the receiver, Corey Rucker, in the secondary. A beautifully run play, and Will Shipley's got nowhere to go, taking the momentum right out of the Tigers' hands. And the Gamecocks forcing a 2nd and long now. DJ, he wants to roll out. Bootleg play into the flats. He's got Hubbard, who's got a nice catch and run. He's going to get the first down. No, they're not going to give John Hubbard the first down. He is going to have a 3rd and 1 coming up for the fullback there. A nice catch and run. And DJ this time is going to stick with Kobe Pace, and why not? He's going to get the first down. They had a triple running back set there with John Hubbard on the left side, Will Shipley behind him, and Kobe Pace to the right. Now it's just Shipley back in the backfield. 3rd and 4. It's going to be a screen to Shipley. He's got some nice space to run, and he is going to get credited with the first down. That one looked fairly close. But the Tigers get a generous spot here as the final minute and a half comes down in this 2nd quarter. It's going to be DJ on the play action, firing, and a sliding catch by E.J. Williams. A nice catch, a very difficult one, as he had to catch it behind him while he was sliding down. And the Gamecocks now trying to get the stop, and DJ on a 2nd and 5 meets Terrell Dawkins, the big man up front, and he makes a nice read on that read option, and DJ just had nowhere to go. That is going to set up a 3rd and 9 in Gamecock red zone territory. 1 minute exactly left on the clock. DJ, shotgun snap, fires to Collins, and it's popped up into the air and incomplete. Could have been an interception if Mo Kaba could have got under it, but the Tigers once again have to settle for a field goal deep in Gamecock territory, and they have left, 2 touchdowns on the board now, so it could very easily be 21-14 instead of 14-13. So the Gamecocks very lucky, but Juice Wells on the comeback route is going to break the tackle, and he tramples out of bounds as they are trying still to get something going here late in this half. Spencer Rattler on a 1st and 10 fires into coverage. That's intercepted by Carter. He's got some space to run down the right side at the 30, at the 40, and he's forced out of bounds, and the Tigers would take over with about 25 seconds left before half, but they would not be able to get anything going. So the Gamecocks come right back out of the tunnel, and it is a 1st and 10 for the Gamecocks. He's going to take the snap and give it to Marshawn Lloyd on the counter, who's going to cut back, and he gets lit up. 16 yards on the carry. Spencer Rattler just trying to get that interception out of his mind on a 3rd and 1. Lloyd is going to show the strength and spin off a couple of guys. He's got a first down, just enough for it, as that is a 3rd and 1 now. 1st and 10. Rattler is going to call a play action. He's going to fire off his back foot to Juice Wells, who's going to break a tackle and rumble across the middle of the field, cuts back out to the right to the 30, across to the 20, and he is brought down from behind. 47 yards off of a 5 to 6 yard pass. And the Gamecocks once again making some moves on the offensive side of the ball. Spencer Rattler's just going to hand this one to Lloyd on a 2nd and goal, and Marshawn Lloyd could not muster up enough to get into the end zone. Now 3rd and goal, play action, Rattler to the end zone. Trayvon Kenyon, a 2nd week in a row with a bootleg touchdown to the tight end. The backup tight end has had some impressive moments this year. Unfortunately for him, overshadowed by Jaheim Bell, obviously, but that one's into coverage, and it's caught by Brining Stool. Marcellus Dial was right there for the possible interception, but instead the Tigers are on a 3rd and 6 as DJ is going to take the snap and fire to the post route, and he's got his man who stumbles into coverage, and Antonio Williams had maybe a lot more than that in sights, but he trips up, and he's going to have a first down, but the Tigers face now a 3rd and 12. DJ takes the snap, wants to fire into coverage, and Antonio Williams makes the catch, but that one, nothing really else going on now. 1st and 10, Rattler's going to go to Sampson on the jet sweep. Sampson's going to cut back inside. He's got some nice blocking across the 30 to the 40, across the 50, and he's brought down. Bad block there by Corey Rucker from what could have been a touchdown. But that is a 30-yard run by Sampson. The 2nd week in a row, he's cut one free. Now on 1st and 15, Juice Wells breaks the defender off the line of scrimmage, and he's got another 30 for the Gamecocks as Spencer Rattler and Juice Wells these last 2 weeks have been connected on a crazy level. On a 1st and 10, give it to him again on the slant, cuts it back out, and he's spun around by his shoulder pads. He's got a first down, now 2nd and goal. Rattler wants to go to Lloyd, straight up the middle, and he's got the touchdown. 1 yard out. Marshawn Lloyd finishing this season strong as the Gamecocks go up 28-13 over their rivals with about 2:50 remaining in the 3rd. This time DJ's going to go to Collins, and he is spun around in the air, and that's going to be a drop by the receiver. Now 3rd and 10 for the Tigers. They're going to set up on a shotgun formation. DJ wants to throw at the last second as he got Briningstool across the left side of the hash there. And the Tigers get another much-needed first down on a 3rd down. 2nd and 3 now. DJ's going to send Ennis in motion. He's going to fake it to pace. Fire once again to Jake Briningstool, who's going to push a man off of an Mokaba diving from behind on top of his back, and he's going to bring him down. 2nd and 13 now for the Gamecocks. The Tigers in the shotgun formation. About a minute and a half remain as Kobe Pace is going to rumble out the right side, and he gets lit up there on the outside by Nick Minowori, I believe. And the Tigers, a minute and 12 remain in this quarter as they face another 3rd and long. DJ steps into the pocket, fires into coverage, and this one's picked off by the senior safety, Cam Smith. He has been playing cornerback for us to improve our depth and to get other talented guys on the field. But Cam Smith makes an excellent play on the ball before the receiver could even see what hit him. That is a first down back for the Gamecocks as Marshawn Lloyd on the counter gets the edge, and he's got a 12-yard first down run. That is 100 rushing yards today for the Gamecocks. Now 2nd and 5 for the Gamecocks. Spencer Rattler wants to throw off the play action. Dangerous pass. That is going to be a Jaheim Bell 3-yard catch. Now 3rd and 2 though. Rattler's going to give it to Marshawn Lloyd on the inside zone. He gets the first down. They're going to credit him with a 3-yard run as we end the 3rd quarter on a strong statement. But 3rd and 14 is where we pick back up. Rattler all alone in the backfield, fires to Wells on the comeback. He throws the man off of him across the 40, down bouncing off across the 30, and he has got a first down and then some, right? A 7 minute and 1 second remaining on the clock as Juice Wells, he just says, get off of me, and he continues to rumble down the field, and he's got a nice catch and run there. The Gamecocks offense clicking, but they face a 3rd and 7 as Rattler under pressure just rolls out, and he's just going to get rid of this one. Better safe than sorry. He has over 300 yards today, and Mitch Jeter struggles continue for the young kicker, or the veteran kicker, I guess I should say at this point, as he misses another one. Jeter used to be very reliable. Last year he struggled. This year he came out strong, but he has started to just fall back into that slump. And the Tigers trying to get something going late in this 3rd quarter. About 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining as Jake Briningstool continues his strong day with another 17-yard catch and run for the big tight end. Kobe Pace in motion on 1st and 10. It's going to fake it to Payson. DJ keeps it himself, but he gets met by about 3 defenders, and the Gamecocks defense forcing another 3rd down. They are not playing around at all today as DJ this time is going to throw. Wants to go to the outside, into coverage, and that one is dropped by Marcellus Dial. He should have had another interception today. That is probably the 3rd or 4th could have been an interception today. But the Gamecocks get the ball back on a 1st and 10, and it's intercepted by Lucas. Lucas cuts the pass to Jaheim Bell. Rattler chasing him down at the 5, but he is not going to get him. And a pick 6 for the Tigers. Jaden Lucas as the Tigers get right back into this one. They would miss the 2-point conversion or not convert on the 2-point conversion, so they still trail 28-19 as Marshawn Lloyd trying to stick to the ground now on a 1st and 10. He's got there, and then some 17 yards as he's hit from the side and forced a couple yards forward. The Gamecocks, you've got to think they're going to try and play conservative here on 2nd and 10. Instead, they go to the air. Juice Wells again with a magnificent catch and run. What is that going to be? 20 yards as Spencer Rattler, I hate to see it coming on this late as both of them are seniors, but Spencer Rattler and Juice Wells just are starting to have that connection, and don't know if they're going to be playing in the bowl game, but it would be a great thing if they would. 2nd and 2, they're going to go to Quentin Beck on the 1st down, and he is going to be pushed what looked like a touchdown, but they're not going to call it a touchdown. Now 1st and goal, bootleg again. They love this play. Rattler to Bell, behind him, but he makes the catch, and it's a touchdown. Jaheim Bell reaches back with one hand, and he just snatches that one out of the air. And the Gamecocks continue to put on a show here. 35-19 is the score as DJ is going to fire into coverage, and this time Bo Collins makes a nice sure-handed catch. He's had his struggles today, but that one was not one of them. 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers offense. They have been excellent on 3rd downs from what we've seen, and this one's E.J. Williams into coverage, and he's got a 17-yard 1st down. The Gamecocks can get them to a 3rd and long, but not much more than that. They're going to hurry up back to the line. 1st and 10. DJ stepping back, firing into coverage. O'Donnell Fortune should have had the pick, but instead the Tigers get another opportunity on 2nd and 10, and with 1:41 remaining, DJ wants to step back. He's got some blocking from Kobe Pace. Instead, he finds Adam Randall. Randall's going to be credited with a 24-yard catch. Excuse my cough there. It hit me out of nowhere. I really don't know what it was. I don't know where it came from, but on a 1st and goal, DJ wants to go to the end zone, and it's dropped by Spector. The sure-handed receiver drops one wide open in the end zone. Now 2nd and goal, DJ out of the shotgun. He is going to take the snap, another pass play. This time he fires to Briningstool, who's going to spin off of a man, and he's into the end zone. 8 yards on the play, and another great catch and run by Jake Briningstool. He has been very impressive today, the big tight end, as he has made multiple plays after plays for this Tigers offense when they have not had an answer to this Gamecock defense, but they would not get the 2-point conversion, so the Gamecocks are now, a 1st down away from winning this one on a 1st and 10. Rattler keeps it off the read option. He's going to be brought down after just 1 yard now. 2nd and 9 with 1:03 remaining. The Tigers have all 2 timeouts left now, and it's going to be a nice counter by McDowell, but he is quickly spun down from the shoulder pads. And the Gamecocks, 3rd and 5. This is for the game. Rattler wants to go to the flats to McDowell. He is quickly swarmed, and that is a 1-yard loss for the Tigers defense. They force another punt by the Gamecocks, and they have a chance. Down 10 with 51 seconds left. No timeouts, though. It's going to be tough, but they have a shot. DJ slings it into coverage, and Anthony Rose, another dropped interception. I mean, DJ should have had 3 or 4 picks by now, but the Gamecocks have only gotten or capitalized off of 1 interception so far. 2nd and 10 now. DJ's going to stay with the safe pass, but that is going to set them up for a 4th and 3 for the game. DJ Uyagale takes the snap. It's a pass play under pressure, firing into coverage, and it's deflected through the air. Mo Kaba in coverage at the last second. The receiver made Cam Smith miss E.J. Williams, but Mo Kaba comes in to break it up out of his hands. And the Gamecocks, with 12, maybe 10 seconds now counting, they are going to win this one 35-25 as they have become 2-time Palmetto Bowl champions for the 2nd year in a row. This is the first streak the Gamecocks have had in some time, but they are going to go home happy here after a 35-25 victory. Well, we jump up to number 11 in the rankings after that win against the Tigers, and Spencer Rattler, 2 interceptions, but he had a great day. 23 of 31, 359 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Maybe the last game we ever see from Spencer Rattler, depending on whether or not he opts out of the bowl game. With his statistics, I'm thinking he probably should opt in and get a chance to shine in front of the draft, but we're going to have to see. Marshawn Lloyd, I'm going to miss you. 20 attempts, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. We'll see if he decides to play. Juice Wells, 8 for 201 and a touchdown. Jaheim Bell, 5 for 31, a touchdown. Corey Rucker added 2 for 76 and a touchdown. We go down here all the way. Trayvon Kenyon, 1 reception, 2 yards, and a touchdown. Now, defensively, we had a decent game. Mo Cobb, I mean, come on now. 16 tackles, 2 for loss. Cam Smith with 8 total tackles, no for loss, but he also had an interception. Sack-wise, we had a couple guys get to DJ, but not a lot of sacks. They weren't able ever to bring him down. And I want to give you guys a warning. Next Sunday, I'm leaving for a cruise. I'll be gone from Sunday to Sunday, so basically exactly 7 days. And I plan to have videos scheduled to upload during that time. I'm in the summer right now, so I'm trying to work ahead. But it's a little busy at work this week, so I have a full schedule. But I'm trying my best to get some videos ready to go ahead and schedule. And you might even get a chance to see a new series / new type of video that I haven't uploaded in a little bit, as we're going to go ahead and advance to the bowl week, because recruiting wise there were a few new commits that I'll show you in a second, but I want to see how everything goes going into the bowl week and see if which teams won their conference championship games, because obviously we weren't in it. Georgia took our spot again. We had a chance to. We beat them. Unfortunately, we just couldn't beat Missouri. That's really all it came down to, and that's a tough loss. We couldn't beat Missouri. We couldn't beat Texas A&M. It's a tough loss. It's a tough way to get kicked out of the conference championship, but at this point, I'm not stressed too much. This season was quickly turned around, and it's going to be interesting to see how this team can bounce back, because next year is a do or die. If we don't have a great, and I mean great season next year, it's going to be very tough for us to keep this job as far as, having extremely reliable security. But we're going to get to play in the Outback Bowl against Michigan. Now, there have been a ton of classics against Michigan in this Outback Bowl from the Gamecocks. We played them twice. Both times we've won. The first time was the Jadeveon Clowney hit. The second time, Jake Bentley led I think it was like a 14-point comeback in the fourth quarter or something like that. Or in the second half, they were down like 19 to something, 5, not 5. Why did I say 5? It was maybe like a 15-point comeback or something like that. But they have done it before. Top 10 matchup, I don't know about that because the Gamecocks are 12 and Michigan's 11, but that's what the board says. So as far as recruiting goes before the season ended, did we actually get new commits? I can't remember. But I want to show you guys the guys we're going after going into the offseason. We've got Jeff Clark, a guy. We had a visit for him, and it went relatively well, but Mississippi is there as well. I'm going to go heavy after him. Chris Hall, we've got a lot of depth on the defensive line, so I'm not going to go as crazy after him. Thomas Garrison is a guy at cornerback that I'm going to go after pretty heavily just because we have got to try and keep the pipeline out of South Carolina, so Monk's Corner is a good spot to get him from. Tyron Monroe, pretty confident we can get him out of Kentucky. Jamal Coleman is a guy, if we don't get Monroe, I'm going to give some points to him. Chris Jackson is an athlete out of Mississippi that I'm going to go after fairly heavily, but he's a quarterback technically. I'm sure we'll find somewhere else we can plot him in. Jermaine Kelly is a center I'm going after to get some depth from Florida, trying to keep the pipeline there. Thomas Mayhew is a punter that we desperately need. Jason Long from Meridian, Idaho is a guy I'm going after. Melvin Burns from South Sumter. Austin Smith from Newberry, South Carolina, receiver for some depth. And Willie Brown from Miami, Florida, a running back for hopefully some depth. And these are all the commits we have right now. We have not really gone after receivers. That's my main worry. Wide receiver, we have 7 freshmen on the roster, so we are very young at that position, but that means we don't have a lot of experience. Tight end, we have 2 freshmen and the 2 seniors, so we don't have a lot of experience at those talent positions, and it's going to be interesting to see if we can develop those guys effectively enough for us to get them to a level that they are good enough to lead this offense. DJ Long out of Alabama is a good pickup, but I am nervous to say the least about this. It should be interesting, and as far as the off-season live stream goes, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys here, don't know if there will be one. Usually I do an off-season live stream, but I'm going to try my best to use the NCAA College Football Revamped off-season tool. If I can figure out how to use it, I'm going to try to. If I can't, we'll get a live stream. If I can, I'm going to have that set up probably and hopefully be able to use that as my off-season. And you guys will just see a video recap of that at least. So that is going to be my goal. And we're going to go ahead and go here, upgrade our coach. We'll go over to the conference championship winners and losers. And then we will head back to next week, where we will take the Michigan Wolverines on in a bowl game. I'm going to give, let's see, skill is maxed out for off-season, so I'm going to go ahead and give this one where they can get 50 extra points because we have the max points possible, and it might as well go for that. I'm not upgrading my offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, and let's check out the final standings. I will give you guys a season recap after the bowl episode, so it will be a bowl episode probably at the end of this week, then it will be a season recap ready after that. Travion Henderson is going to be your Heisman winner as he took it there. And let's see if we can find scores and schedules. We'll go into Conference Championship week. They are East Carolina. They were undefeated for most of the year. I believe they got to 7-0 at one point. Then they dropped 2 at the last half of the season, but they were able to become Conference USA champions. Western Kentucky put up a good fight against Texas State, but 10-3 for the Bobcats there. 37-21 as they become Sun Belt champions. Alabama falls to Georgia as they are knocked out of the NCAA BCS championship. 31-28 is your score there. That is a instant classic as Jahmyr Gibbs had 2 touchdown runs in the fourth quarter, but it was not, or in the second quarter, but it was not enough to stop Brock Bowers and company from getting the win there. Boise State took down the UNLV Red Raiders, I believe is their name, or the Rebels, something like that, and they are going to be Midwest Conference Championship or champions. Utah took down Washington as they win another conference championship back-to-back. North Carolina 28-23, they are ACC champions over Wake Forest. Ohio State takes down Wisconsin 49-28. Texas takes down Baylor, and Miami, Ohio takes down Central Michigan as that will round it out. And like I said, next episode will be the Outback Bowl as we take on the Michigan Wolverines. If you guys do enjoy this series, if you guys do enjoy watching this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And I'll talk to you guys next time, and I'll see you guys next episode.